Happening right now, the UB Jacobs School of Medicine is hosting world-renowned philosopher Cornel West to kick off a new initiative. The school is launching an anti-racism and healthcare equity task force. 7 Eyewitness News reporter Madison Carter goes in-depth tonight to see how tackling racism is the newest area of innovation in American surgery.
One day in 2018, my life changed, and it hasn't been the same since.
3 years ago, Kiana Willis thought she had a stomach bug.
And in the hospital, just trying to get the proper care, the proper diagnosis.
Turned out she'd be diagnosed with a rare condition called CVS. She's had over 80 hospital stays since. But prior, the only time she'd seen the medical system up close was during the birth of her son 2 decades ago.
That's the only hospitalization that, I had ever had in my life.
To their providers, they don't see people who look like them. They don't see people who understand their story or understand what they're going through.
Carol Collier is a fourth-year medical student applying to be a general surgeon.
We still don't have a black female surgical chair in this country.
A 2019 study shows only 5% of doctors in America are black. Collier says she's entering the surgical field partly because the lack of representation is affecting health outcomes for people who look like her too often.
If you don't understand what's going on in your patient's community, if you don't understand what's going on with your patient, with the patient population and what they may be facing, you are uninformed with how to best treat that patient.
In Willis's case, she says she would constantly be treated differently.
I would be in pain. You couldn't get the pain medication that you needed. It was like, are you on drugs? Do you do drugs?
Collier says the ways to overcome racism in the medical field are to unlearn harmful practices, reallocate resources, and take up advocacy on behalf of patients. Willis is advocating for black patients to do the same.
We need to make sure that we educate ourselves. We need to make sure that we're advocates for ourselves every step of the way.
Madison Carter, 7 Eyewitness News.